Hola! Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today we are going to talk about the many expressions and vocabulary that you can use to talk about the weather. Because, well, talking about the weather is a super practical and useful thing to know. I encourage you to get out your notebooks and your pens and pause the video and write down all of the new things that you learn when it comes to talking about the weather. Also, let me know in the comments below, what is the weather today where you live? So, in general, if you want to ask someone about the weather, you can say, how's the weather today? What's the weather like? We pull out our phones and we check the weather forecast. I love to know the temperature outside. I do it every morning before I go for my jog. Do I need to wear something warm or can I go in a t-shirt? If you want to talk about how hot or cold the temperature is, you can simply ask, what's the temperature there? Or even more common, what's the temp there? We shorten the word temperature to temp. Or you can even say, how hot is it there? How cold is it there? Keep in mind that if you are talking to someone from the US, we use Fahrenheit, whereas the rest of the world uses Celsius. I know, it's strange. I don't understand either, but it's just how it is. But we don't even say Fahrenheit though when we're talking about it. It's just assumed that it's Fahrenheit. So we would say it's 50 degrees or it's 70 degrees. You could also say it's 50 degrees out. It's 50 degrees outside. But keeping it super simple, just say it's 50 degrees. You will be understood. So that is the very basics when it comes to asking someone about the weather and how the temperature is. And yeah, now we're gonna go into some common weather expressions and words by seasons. So there's 4 seasons: summer, fall. Some people say autumn, but we usually always say fall here in America, winter, and spring. So I'm gonna give you some common weather vocabulary for each season, but there's a crossover, some of them, meaning, of course, it can be rainy in summer and also rainy in winter, or sunny in both summer and winter, if that makes sense. So right now, here in South Carolina, where I live, we're headed into fall at the end of this month, but right now it's still summer. So it's very common to hear, it's the perfect day outside today, usually meaning it's beautiful, it's sunny, it's not too hot, not too cold. There's not a cloud in the sky. You can say that when the sky is just completely blue and beautiful. In the summer, you'll also hear people say it's hot, it's sunny, it's breezy, it's scorching, which means it's really hot. It's humid out, meaning that there's this little moisture in the air. And we talk about the levels of humidity. I actually checked today the weather forecast and there's an 81% humidity right now, which is high. It feels muggy, which means unpleasantly warm. You might also hear it's misting or it's drizzling, which is a light rain. They mean the same thing. It's storming. It's thundering, you know, the loud noise from the sky. My mom would say, God is bowling in heaven during loud thunderstorms because it would sound like a strike that you get in bowling when all the pins go crashing down. Or it's lightning, you know, the flashes that you see in the sky, which here in the Carolinas where I live, it's common to have a summer storm every afternoon, just a short storm. And some idiomatic expressions we use, you may have heard, it's raining cats and dogs. Doesn't really make sense, but it means it's raining so hard. Or I got caught in a downpour, which a downpour is also a really hard rain. After summer comes my favorite, which is fall because it's finally cooling down. Everyone starts getting excited about the holidays here, like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. And some common expressions or vocabulary for fall weather: it's cool out today, meaning more on the cold side, but not too cold. Or it's a brisk day, it's chilly out. Or it's a clear day, meaning there aren't any clouds in the sky. Moving on to winter, it's cold, it's freezing, which means very cold, not necessarily literally freezing. Or you could say it's frigid out, which also means very cold. It's gloomy when the skies are dark and overcast. Or it's snowing. I grew up in Michigan where it snowed a ton. There's a snowstorm or a blizzard, which means a lot of snow. Usually you can't even see in front of you. It's a whiteout, which literally means it's just white in front of you. That's all you see is this magical snow coming down like crazy. Or it's hailing. You know, when there's those little balls of ice coming down from the sky, that's called hail. Or it's sleeting outside, which is a mixture of rain and snow. And then, of course, we have spring. It's foggy out, you know, when you can't see very well. There's the clouds low to the ground. Or it's cloudy, or it's windy out. Or, hey, there's a rainbow in the sky. Or if there's two colorful rainbows, it's a double rainbow. You also may hear a tornado. It's the strong circular wind that can cause a lot of damage. Or also a hurricane, which is a storm with a very violent wind, also causing destruction. And you might hear the saying, April showers bring May flowers. Showers are talking about rain, so rain in April brings the flowers in May. So if you want to talk about a prediction of the weather forecast, like what is the weather going to be later today or tomorrow, you can say it's supposed to be warm today, it's supposed to rain today, it's supposed to storm tomorrow. And if you want to talk about yesterday's weather, you can say it rained yesterday, it snowed yesterday, or it was cold yesterday, it was hot yesterday. Okay, I think this is it for today's video. That was a lot, but I hope that you have much more confidence when it comes to talking about the weather. And if you do have any questions, be sure to comment below. I would be so happy to respond. And don't forget to tell me what the weather is like where you are today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and activate the bell so that you don't miss any new videos. I'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao. Whew, a lot of info.